violence and civilization. There goes all of our power as a nation. I'm not sure how many illegal criminals are being kidnapped. I do know that unfortunately there are people and human rights.
Oh, good. Oh, you're good.
Please, no violence. Never let them violence.
Thanks, Helix.
So why
we really
appreciate
appreciate
you guys come with the narrative?
Have a good day.
You really don't have anything to back it up. And then at the end of the day, I'm a public safety guy. We don't just take people and arrest them for fun. Other than Tommy, he gets it. I was a firefighter, paramedic. Yeah, and the thing is, we work with a lot of these dudes. I was United States Navy Seabees. You know, we play.
You know what? I stole shit from the Seabees in Afghanistan. You know what?
That's fair. You know what? We stole everybody else's shit.
The Marines do not get full. They get funding from the Navy, right? Never fly to night.
So that was a little crazy.
They sent us over without any circular saws. We go over and talk to the Seabees. We're like, hey, can we borrow a circular saw? They're like, yeah, sure. We got 19 of them lined up. We're like, oh, okay. We got a new shipment coming in. Can we borrow one? Like, oh yeah, here we go. Get a circular saw. And I'm sorry, Seabees, they never saw it again. But we got a lot of shit built.
It's okay. We stole somebody else's. It's no big deal. So see, we can agree on that. So
yeah, I don't know anything about that.
I understand that.
What I love is
a lot of people don't like me. I'm good.
So I can't. I can only just say what they just told me. It did have like an LGBT color on it. It looked like a rainbow.
Correct.
Again, I'm colorblind, so I could be totally not that.
They're still having their Fifth Amendment rights violated.
Why do they have rights if they're not considered citizens? If you ever looked up the idea of due process, it says per citizen.
So what Tommy was talking about
I'm filming. But you can, if you look up, if you look it up, and if you could read it out loud, because the definition of due process
on the public property
it actually says citizen.
There's that little building. This used to be a trolley line.
No problem.
This used to be, back in the old days, this was a trolley that ran through South Waterfront. You see the railroad tracks?
I agree. I'm all about engagement.
That was for a city trolley.
I support it. Right? And then I served my 4 years, served in Afghanistan, and I feel like even after you separate from the service, that's something that you should still hold on to.
That's why I'm here. Damn right it is. You're absolutely right. So, if you could... you left too?
That building
we're looking up the definition of due process.
A trolley stop.
So let's just read it from the top.
Okay.
If you guys want to sit down and have debates, I actually have tables and chairs in there.
Oh no, I want to stand right now because I've had too much. I take too much Mountain Dew. You know, I'm from South.
Wait. This is explained, not the actual.
So you didn't like that definition? Looking for a new one, or
no? Because it was like a shorter breakdown and not the actual.
So I
want to read verbatim.
Okay,
verbatim.
Okay. Due process.
Verbatim. Oh, there we go. Look at the Library of Congress. Okay, here we go. We ready? No person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on a presentment or indictment of a grand jury, except in cases arising in the land or naval forces or in the militia when in actual service in time of war or public danger, nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be put twice in jeopardy of life or limb, so the double jeopardy, right? Nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall private property be taken for public use.
So you're in the Fifth Amendment?
So
you're not looking up due process like I asked you to because you know it says citizen, right?
Well, we were talking about the
look
Fifth
up the
Amendment.
fucking definition of due process or we're going to have a problem. Just do what you say. I want you to look up due process because it talks about citizenship. You have to be a citizen. You are talking about due process. If you don't look up the definition of due process under the guise of an American citizen, so you want to read me the Fifth Amendment. I'm aware of it.
Without due process, the due process comes from the Fifth Amendment.
Without due process. So what is the definition of due process? Without due process is based on the Fifth Amendment.
But they say, nor shall any person.
I'll find another phone. I don't need you. Just do it right there.
Nor shall any person.
So you won't look up due process because you know it talks about. So if you're talking about due process, and the definition is under citizen.
Where is it going to define it? Who's defining due process?
Look up due process. What is the definition?
I'll look up due process.
Because, see, this is where we started, and then you went and looked up the Fifth Amendment, which I understand.
Yeah,
and then due process is under the guise of the citizenry under that sovereign country.
Can we back up just a tiny bit because...
Work on the narrative. That's okay.
Within
I'm talking definitions. I'm not giving you anything other than definitions.
I'm talking definitions, too.
You're giving me the definition where due process is necessary, right? Yes?
Well,
yes,
we're talking about who it applies to.
I don't want to do this fucking talk around circle shit.
I'm not talking in circles.
Yes
we
or
were
no?
talking about who due process applies to, right?
Due process, yes, due process. The definition
and actually,
is under
the Fifth
citizen.
Amendment says any person.
With due process.
Well, we'll look it up for you real quick,
There you
okay?
go. Okay. But you didn't the first time because you know it says citizen.
I actually haven't looked up the specific definition.
So why didn't you just look it up? Because I thought we were having that conversation. See, you already didn't show that it was going to be
the
fine.
Fifth Amendment already specifies any person.
Under the definition of due process.
It's a really interesting way for you to go about it, but I'm going to look at
Why? Because definitions are better than a narrative that you decide to manipulate?
Not a narrative.
Because you're saying, did you not say the Fifth Amendment under That's why there's constitutional attorneys. If the Constitution was that simple, that's why we have to go off the definitions and legal law.
I'm reading you the definition.
I don't know what you are, chicken. I'm talking to him. Just give me a second.
a Patriot out here.
Great, Patriot.
A course of formal proceedings, such as legal proceedings, carried out regularly and in accordance with established rules and principles, also called procedural due process.
Right.
And then
So
the Fifth
you
Amendment
looked up
specifies who that
due
applies
process
to.
meaning. So look up definition of due process. So due process, simple terms. Dude, I'm not talking to you. Just give me a second. Because this is what happens when you have debate. You have 15 different people talking. Oh, then okay. Well, I'm sorry then.
Well, because like from one vet to another.
From another vet to another, you think you're fighting for the Constitution. Great.
I know.
I'm fighting for the Constitution too. This is where we're at, and that's why I believe definitions matter.
Oh, okay. So actually, I'm curious. What part of the Constitution are you trying to fight for right now?
I'm fighting for law and order. I'm fighting for the fact that on every aspect of our country that due process for citizenships is important, and those that aren't citizens here need to go out and come back in. That's why 2 million immigrants have done this already, and we've paid for it for them to go because they gave them an opportunity to deport themselves.
You have a strategy. I think if you wanted due process to only apply to citizens,
why do you want open borders as a military person? Have you not understood the sovereign country?
Because most of the immigrants that I have ever interacted with are homies. They live and work.
I didn't say they're bad people, but they need to be counted.
And it's like a civil infraction for some paperwork. I don't really give a shit about that.
It's a misdemeanor.
Yeah, who really cares about that?
Well, it's kind of a big deal.
Let's help them.
Do you understand that the president could be impeached for a high crime or misdemeanor?
He should be after January 6th,
Okay,
right?
there you go. If that's what you think. So why should the president lose the presidency based on a misdemeanor, but we can't let these people go do it right?
He can be a.
You just answered my question. So you want to get rid of Trump because you don't like him. You don't like him. I get it. So you said
it's more than just not like
you said he had a misdemeanor, January 6th,
no,
whatever.
He has a felon. He has 34.
Actually, he doesn't have 34 felonies until he's sentenced. Look it up. I know these important meanings mean a lot.
He's sentenced, right?
You've got an incredible amount of patience.
Why? What are you going to do if you don't?
We're not.
What do you mean? What does patience mean?
Instead of just walking away.
Walking away is good. I'm okay with walking away.
He was surprised that I'm not just walking away.
After getting punched in the face yesterday, I didn't know what he meant.
Well, I'm sorry I got punched in the face.
Shouldn't happen.
That's actually why I came down here, because I don't want any more violence. I don't want violence against the non-citizens that are living here. I don't want violence.
How about the
against
dude that got
citizens
piss thrown in his face?
Well, no one should get piss thrown
Yeah,
at him
that
either,
sucks,
okay? So that's one of the reasons I came
agree.
down here. It seemed like there was going to be conflict. I don't want that conflict. I do want people to
I don't
be on
want
the same
conflict
page,
either.
because I feel like if you support the Constitution, you would not be supporting this current administration.
If you support the Constitution, you would be all about sovereign borders, not because they're your homies.
Where in the Constitution does it specify that we should be sending people to concentration camps if they don't have their immigration paperwork up to date?
Concentration camp? Where's a concentration camp?
Seacott, Alligator, Alcatraz.
They're holding facilities because we have so many people. If we had mass uprisings, you don't think they would make a jail somewhere to put people? That's what
They actually did.
That's the whole
a bunch
point.
more funding to do that, man.
Right, because there's so many people here. There's so many people here right now that are here illegally not being counted. They're in our health
So much
system.
about the immigrants, like being here.
I care about a sovereign country, the Constitution,
But why?
because I took an oath to it.
Well, I mean, we agree on that point for sure, man.
Absolutely, we do.
But I think we disagree on the definition of what the Constitution is. Just like how because
Which is unfortunate.
due
yeah.
process.
Do you believe in a sovereign border? Yes or no?
I don't really care about borders, if I'm being honest with you.
But if that's the Constitution, you're going to hold an oath to it. You would understand that we have a sovereign border under a sovereign country under the oath you took.
That's why I was asking you, where in the Constitution does it specify the sovereign borders where we can't allow people in and out? Like
that in 192 other countries.
Where in the Constitution is what I was asking.
No. It talks about us being a sovereign country. A sovereign country is dictated on our borders.
Can you look up the definition?
I can. I'm alive. And here's the thing. Do you not believe you can have a sovereign country with open borders?
I think you can have both. Why not?
Because nobody else does.
Why can we not be our own country?
Because
we still are right now. And actually, we've had immigrants coming here, since the very damn beginning, man.
Yeah, and they all put their fingerprint on it at Ellis Island. Their name is on it. When you do 23andMe, you can go find your whole heritage.
Dude, what happened to
now, we can't because they came across the border. They're coming here. They're working. They're sending money back to wherever they're from. We don't know if there's terrorists in here. There's been FBI and intelligence have said that there's multiple cells here in our country because they came across the border. I'm just trying to understand why your safety, the concept of all of that, as a former veteran, why that and the sovereignty of what's in this country and what is the number one job of government? The protection of its people is the number one job of government. So I'm just asking you, how can you protect your people? Let's say this, were you ever in a fob?
Yeah, I built them.
So did you have a wall around your fob?
I had to put it up myself. Yeah.
There you go. Did you dictate who came into that fob?
Yeah, I was also in war, though.
Okay, so...
And we were also in someone else's country.
So are we not, as the United States, have a lot of countries? Okay, you make a great point. You're absolutely right. But in the United States, do we not have enemies? But you don't want borders for us to check those people at the fob door.
Hey, you know what? And that's fine, checking them at the door. I think it's fine if they come on in and if their paperwork's out of date. I don't think we should kidnap them out of their homes without due process and send them to concentration camps. I think that the process should be refined, right? It should be easier for people to immigrate here because there are really hardworking people that love this country, and now they're getting snatched up off the streets.
And there's a whole bunch of hardworking immigrants that did it the hard way and are really pissed off that people get to do it the easy way. Now, I don't really like that argument. I don't like that argument, but I will agree to you that from our penal, from our court system to this needs to be looked at in every aspect.
Can I ask you, the people that are going into this building, because that's part of the process, right? If you're going to finish the asylum process or the refugee process, you're asked to come either to a building like this.
It's actually a building downtown, not this one. This is a full facility.
No, but there's people that go in here as part of the process.
Yeah.
Both buildings. So when people are kidnapped in that process, doesn't that erode the whole idea? I
don't like your premise on the concept of kidnapping because that fits to your whole idea of this is the Gestapo and shit. These guys all take an oath just like you and I did. That oath is dictated on the badge they carry and the leadership they have in front of them.
Pretend I used a different word than kidnapping.
I like that. That would be great. It helps with the discussion for sure.
So, okay.
Apprehended would be good. You don't like apprehended, is that?
No, well, I don't. I just don't like...
What does that guy do? He's about to get blasted with that shit. Okay, they're letting him in.
Yeah, these are people showing up as part of the process. They've been asked by the government to come here. What we saw over at the courtroom in Portland and in courtrooms across the country is that people who were on valid processes, been here for less than 2 years, they intentionally dropped the case so that they could be put up for expedited...
That's a great point, and that would suck. But that has been adjudicated a lot because the guys are picking up in the courts are now trying to get their processes done because they've missed 20 or 30 court dates. So that's not
the story for most of them.
And that's okay because the story on that side of the street and this side of the street are often different, and that's the sad part. We can't get the real information.
That is a problem in our
country. It's a huge problem. One thing I think we all agree on: mainstream media is worthless.
It is pretty worthless. I mean, I'll be honest there. Yeah.
But I would trust them because a lot of the people like you, like Katie Davis or Nick.
What do you mean, like me?
Do you
know Nick Sortor?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you consider him a peer of yours?
A peer? I consider him a friend, yeah. He's a friend of mine.
Do you consider the work that you do similar to the work that he does? That's
no.
Why I say people
I'm the national field director of the Conservative Caucus.
But what I'm saying is, I don't trust Nick or Katie Davis Court because they go inside the building and film from inside for them. That's
You
not
can.
journalism.
You can. They FOIA into it. They have a whole system that you can do that.
So why haven't they allowed?
What's her name? Was Honey something Mom or whatever? She was in there too. There's other people, but have any of you guys actually put it together to try to go in there? Have you filled it out online? They did. I saw it. You posted it.
Congressional representatives are being done.
You know, hey, I didn't know if that is how they actually arrived
Yeah,
there.
you have
then
to.
I would like
it's
to
just like
do it
anything
for
else.
you.
Do it.
They hit me from behind when I was out here peacefully protesting.
I got hit in the face.
Yeah,
It doesn't
my
make
other
no
side?
sense.
well, I was hit by ICE agents.
I was hit by ICE agents in the face.
Really?
With a pepper ball.
Interesting. Damn, yeah, you get mixed up in it. Shit. How do you feel about that, man?
Because the American people aren't getting this story. And I've done debates all
Well, I
week.
was wondering how you personally feel about getting hit in the face with pepper balls. If you were you out here peacefully, like?
I was here peacefully, yeah.
And
The guy that spit on the ICE agent's face, the guy behind him started lighting him up with pepper balls. One ricocheted off and hit me in the face.
So I hear you have a.
So yeah, I was in the wrong place. I don't blame them. I'm gonna tell you right now.
So because he was knocked out because he's a little bitch and can't take a punch, they had to charge me, and I'm pretty sure they charged me with the misdemeanor, with assault 4, which is a misdemeanor, which is, I'm grateful for that, but I'm gonna fight it. There's no way that I'm gonna allow that to be a thing, because we're allowed to protect ourselves, you know? And America, baby. And yeah, these people are gonna find out. These people are gonna find out. Yeah, they're all Antifa. We are Charlie. Yes, sir, I'm out here. They thought they could scare me away. They thought that I wasn't gonna come back because I got arrested yet again. But no, the more I get arrested for defending myself and sticking up against these fucking literal fascists, I'm gonna just keep coming back even more. The more they try to prosecute me for exercising my right or defending myself,
My question
the more
is-
it makes me want to
my
be out
question-
here and expose these heinous things that's happening. It's just, it's my patriotic duty, and there's nothing that's gonna stop me from being out here. My wife supports me amazingly. She supports me to the fullest extent of what I'm doing, even though she's terrified that these terrorists are gonna hurt me, which, you know, every single one of them hates that I'm here, and they want to cause me bodily harm. And that's why I'm not gonna let any of them get close enough to me to actually get the chance. Yeah. Matt is already talking about, he's fully on my side, and no matter what happens, they're here for me, and we're gonna get through this, because that's what patriots do. They support each other. That's why we're out here. As soon as I seen Matt's post, I had just woke up this morning. I seen Matt's post on X saying we're all gonna be here doing a peaceful protest, and we're gonna set up our own little encampment. I'm all for it. I wanna see how the police respond if they give us the same, if they treat us the same with our encampment as they do with their encampment. So if they're biased against us, like they are against them, or they're not against them, they're for them. My car got destroyed. My back window, my tail lights, my rear view mirrors, kicked dents in it. It was a piece of shit. I don't really care. I care because that's how I get to and from work, and that's my transportation, but the amazing Patriot Matt just let me know that they have raised 7 grand so far for my legal fees and for me and my wife to get a new car, which is I can't even explain how grateful and like I don't even know. It gives me the chills to know that there's so much support out here. Yeah, I got somebody that's going to help me set up a Give, Send, Go today when he gets off work, a real patriot. So that's good. BP Let's Go America on X. I'm pretty sure BP-Let's Go America. He has an American eagle and a flag in his profile picture. He's been one of the most supportive people since I started doing this. He's helped me a lot. He's given me a lot of advice, and he sent me a message this morning, you guys, that was so patriotic. And I was just woke up and I was still going to the bathroom and getting ready, and I listened to his message, and it made me break down and literal tears because of how much it's hard. It's like it was amazing message, and it hit me to my heart, to my core, and it's things like that that have me keep going out here. And it's people like this coming up behind me.
You don't protect pedophiles.
Yeah, you do. You guys have pedophiles in your group, convicted ones, literal convicted sexual offenders. I've been arrested twice now.
From down here because
Yep.
you've got no life. Don't you have a job?
No, yes, I do. Yes, I do.
We do a little trolling.
Nope, it's my day off. You should probably go to work too. Yeah, right. Lonely white liberal woman.
We do a little
Lonely
trolling.
white
It's
liberal
called we do a
woman.
little trolling.
Let's go, America. Let's go, America. We love ICE. We love
do a little
ICE.
trolling. It's called we do a little trolling.
We love ICE. Yes, sir. We love ICE. We love ICE.
We do a little trolling.
We
It's
love
called
Donald
we do a little
Trump.
trolling.
Community Management Inc. That's how your employees act. Community Management Inc. Everybody call that number and report that dude. Motherfucker. I love you guys too. Wouldn't be here without all the amazing support. It's a whole nother level. And I'm all here for it. Yes, sir. Patriot right there. I love you too, Maggie. I love you guys for being here supporting. Yeah, Nick's charges are going to be dismissed. That's a fact. They don't want that smoke. They don't want that smoke. They don't want that smoke. They don't know what they're opening up. Oh, I'm a patriot, so there's a lot in it for me. Yeah. Like, anything you guys can do is going to keep me out here. Hello. Anything. Thank you guys for being so cool.
It's not many people. I think some people left. So there's not many patriots out here. Where is everybody? Share the feed, share Tommy's feed. Let's make sure people are coming out here. Share Matt's posts. We need people out here. The whole point is to say that this isn't the whole story. I would like to be interviewing patriots, but there's no one out here. We've already talked to everybody. So I'm gonna see what this guy's doing up here if he wants to talk. Yeah, they're at work. You're totally right. Hey, how's it going? I'm doing well. I'm streaming on X.
Whatever X is.
Yeah, Twitter.
Oh, Twitter, that's right.
Would you be interested in doing an interview?
Only a brief one. I'm waiting for a bus.
Okay, it's live. Is that okay?
I'm okay with that.
You're okay showing your face?
Okay,
cool. What's your name?
I'm Peter.
Peter, you guys signed this as Justice for All. What does that mean to you?
Justice has two meanings to me. One of them is the with liberty and justice
We
for
do a
all.
little trolling. It's called We Do a Little Trolling.
Which we've all recited from early age, and essentially reflects some of the values.
We do a little trolling. It's called We Do
My
a
other
Little
sense
Trolling.
of justice is the justice that comes from God, and that justice from God is to welcome the immigrant, to walk with the Creator, to respect God's creation, and to seek peace in the world. So, to me, justice has both a religious and a political meaning.
So I appreciate that. That's very nice. What do you think's going on down here? What's your opinion on the crowd and what's been going on at the ICE facility?
It's a nice day. It seems pretty pleasant here today. There's been a little bit of tension. I came for an earlier bit. Given that ICE is the center of activity for deportations in this country, or deportment, it seems appropriate for people who are concerned about what's going on with deportations and the mistreatment of immigrants to focus their concern.
Just to clarify, this facility is not a detention facility. It's for legal immigration, so people will come and do their appointments.
Well, they come to their appointments. Some of them are kept, some of them are taken away, and sometimes they go out in their little vans and seize people and bring them back. This isn't a detention center; that's up in Tacoma, but this is a way station for the detention.
So there's been a few reports here, mainly at night when the crowd gets pretty rowdy, of assaults on journalists, particularly when they're recording the Antifa side. What do you think that says about American society?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite understand the question.
What do you think it says about American society that we have people attacking journalists out here?
Oh, I don't think people should attack journalists generally. But then on the other hand, I don't think journalists should assault people.
You think what?
I don't think journalists should assault people.
Right, I don't think the journalists have assaulted anybody,
Yeah,
though.
I think, but if you look at what's happening in Palestine, where it's clear that Israel targets journalists to kill them. When you consider all the Palestinian journalists who've been killed in the genocide, you realize that our treatment of journalists here in the United States is, at this point, relatively benign. Apart from, of course, the aggression which is coming from the people of Washington.
Do you think the Portland police are doing a good job,
They're doing as good a job as they can.
You think? How do you feel about Trump trying to call up the National Guard?
Well, that's a violation of the Constitution.
You said it's a violation of the Constitution?
That's correct. And it's illegal.
You think it'll be stopped by the courts?
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
So you've got about 2,000 people watching you.
That's nice.
Maybe more later. Do you have a single message you can share? What do you want to say to everybody?
You know, this is a country that was built on immigration, and many of us who are colonizers immigrated here at one point or another. My ancestors did. And the Bible tells us to welcome the stranger. And thus, we were once strangers when we came out of Egypt. And that is a core value to me, that we welcome the stranger and treat immigrants with respect.
What's your name one more time?
My name's Peter.
Thank you for talking, Peter. I really
All right.
appreciate it.
What's your name?
Ocean.
Ocean.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Yeah. How's your day been?
It's been good. It's pretty calm. It's a little hot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get in the shade.
What's up, man? Are you from around here or are you from somewhere else?
I don't want to stay on the live stream, so.
Okay, cool. Well, Ocean,
yeah.
Nice to talk with you, and I hope you have a good day.
Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye. Yeah, you know, midday, a weekday, you get a lot of people who are more or less, you know, old hippies, for lack of a better word, old boomer hippies who are like, you know, they grew up doing this stuff and talking about America that way. So it's good to hear their perspective. I don't know. They're definitely not here at night.
To do.
So that's a different type of the left that you have out here, which is the
Beetlejuice is out of jail too. Yeah, they don't do much out here. Look at this, mentally ill.
and see if we can get Nick coming out of the courthouse and get his reaction in real time. It's pretty quiet here. We'll come back here later tonight and that way we can see what the court has officially said to Nick and get something on the record. So let's go see if that's okay, if that's a good idea with Nick, if he's still here. Yeah, I'll order. I got Lyft. I'll order a Lyft
meet you at the courthouse.
All right, be safe. So what I'm gonna do is try to get over to the courthouse and see if we can get Nick coming out. I'll just keep my live stream going for a second. So I think I touched something on like a pole or something that had the mace from last night, and I got it in my eye. So my left eye is like half closed. Molotovs melt ice. Fuck ice. Kill pigs. Fascists. Everybody's a fascist, you know. Fuck these fascists. Oh my god. Fuck the fascists, you know. Look up and see American Gestapo. Oh my god. They got him. They got him. Just a lot of delinquents. Heathens. Yeah. So I hope that today wasn't like misleading in any way. I interviewed some really chill old people, you know? That's not normally who's here. Antifa is genuinely not good, not in Portland. Portland has the oldest chapter of Antifa in the world. And they're very violent people. They're very violent people. They tried to kill Andy No. They literally tried to kill him with a cement brick. So, don't let this, you know, kind, meek little boomers give any kind of misleading perspective on what's going on here. There are people like that, but at night, it's not like that. It's very different. So now I'll ask you to please like this stream, share the stream, follow me. I'm gonna end the stream in a second, and I'm gonna go to the courthouse, and I'll set up and be recording when Nick comes out, hopefully. So follow me on X so you can catch that stream, and follow me tonight because I will be back. It's gonna be very different tonight. It's gonna be a very different night. Please watch. The media is not gonna be down here. They're not gonna report what's actually going on. There's gonna be patriots here tonight. And that's gonna be very triggering for Antifa. You can see they don't even want me to come with a camera, a single person. When patriots try to set up camp there, it's going to be very different. So, sorry, I'm going by someone mowing the lawn. Hey, hell yeah. So,
where's Mr. Bill?
Yeah.
There he is.
I'll see you all in a bit. I'm gonna head to the courthouse. I'll be live again in like 30 minutes probably. Go ahead and follow me.
Long time no see.
Please repost what Matt posted about
we
the
live
meetup
right
tonight
now.
at 7 p.m.
Yes,
7
sir.
p.m. Pacific at the ICE facility. We need people to show up to change the narrative of what's going on here. Thank you all.
In the house, guys. Well, then Andy with Mr. Bill. Right there. Screenshot.
Oh yeah, only the Mr. Bill. Number one, baby.
No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA.
Take my helmet off.
Exactly. Tracy.
Cool. I went that way? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Surprised you're out early, brother.
I'm not going to be out late like you.
I hear that. I hear that.
Although sometimes you're out here early or whatever, riding your bike and everything.
Yeah.
$800 you said?
$800, yeah, that's not bad.
Nice.
It works.
I keep looking at the cheap ones online or whatever, but I live out in the country, so I'm like, although it might be an idea or whatever, one of these days come out, park a ways away.
Park a ways away, yeah. Makes it a little bit more safe, you know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah. Tommy had, I guess, had an issue the other day.
Yeah, last night they freaking smashed all those windows out.
I didn't hear about it until I talked to him. Like, whoa, that's crazy. Like
he went to jail and they smashed all those fucking windows out, dude.
It's crazy.
Fucking bullshit.
I was going to tell him of a situation about 4 years ago where another guy, remember, not us, but Jake, behind Enemy Alliance, he got his car.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I haven't seen him in ages.
I'd like triple.
Like,
That's right. I remember behind enemy lines. I forgot about that, dude.
They always got the fun.
Yeah.
California, they went after Oreo Express a while ago. They tried to go after Pine.
We made it viral. It was the same guy that got killed.
It's not like people can't buy new cars.
He thought it was me that, because I was wearing white.
Regular Honda or something like that. I always check behind my tires
for nails and whatnot. Yeah. That's smart. That's smart.
Yeah, so sitting out here, and the lady comes up, just yelling, liar. I think she might be upstairs. But just another, leftist. So, sure, you might be, there might be a
Hey,
show.
Creep, how you doing?
Marine, I'm very happy about that. I didn't get to choose in the first place, but the deal was pretty crazy, man. Driving like nuts. My brother's a good
This is why DHS and I have been out here brutalizing us for 100 days. Not one have I seen. Well, you want to count having a joy, but I guess that is one if you got to be honest about it. But since then, Portland has been peaceful. Night after night.
Not only is it not under control, it's the opposite. And I believe
Job 49 super chat at $5. Doing a fantastic job. Be safe.
Thank you, Job 4. I will. I appreciate you. I need to get some food later and some beer for sure. I heard there was going to be an encampment, so I came down to check it out.
There's a huge problem in Portland.
If there is or if there isn't.
The problem is crime. Okay, crime. There's a huge problem in Chicago. It's called crime. And we want to put out the crime, and they want to inflame the crime. And why they want to, I don't know. But it could be that Pritzker is scared for his life. Yeah.
You place that judge on the UN. Do you have an update on the investigation into what happened to you at the UN last month? And also, what's your message to Americans who are concerned about your and your family's safety as you're very out in the public attending?
Yeah, I am out there. There's no question about it. Well, at the UN, we had a problem with the teleprompter. We had another problem that nobody has actually talked about. The people in the room didn't hear my speech. Did you know that? The people in the room, they didn't have any loudspeakers, and they didn't hear my speech. And I thought I made a really good speech. I mean, considering I didn't have the use of teleprompter, which is unusual. But I made a speech. I could have walked off the stage. I guess most people, Doug, I think most people would have just said, We'll see you in about a half an hour, right? But, you know, they obviously turned off I think they turned off the teleprompter, but there was a reason that it didn't work. I actually know the reason. They didn't let the teleprompter person into the room, okay, which is essentially the same thing. So I made a speech. It turned out to be a very good speech, got good reviews. I went out to the audience after the speech. I saw my wife. I said, how good was that speech? Was that unbelievable or what? She said, I didn't hear a word you said. I said, what do you mean? She was sitting in the front. I said, what do you mean? She said, you couldn't hear anything that you said. The speakers were turned off. So I think that's pretty bad stuff, right? You know, especially since we support most of the United Nations. And yet I still want to keep it in New York because I think the United Nations has tremendous potential. If properly run, the United States has tremendous potential. But think of this. I settled 7 wars. I never spoke to the United Nations about it, not one of them. You look at, and those were wars that were raging a long time, and in many cases. And I settled 7. I never heard from the United. They didn't help me. They should be able to settle the wars. I shouldn't have to be settling the wars. Yeah, please.
I think last week you signed the security guarantees for Qatar.
Yeah.
Do you see any role for the Senate in that? Did they have to vote on that, or do you think?
Well, I wouldn't mind if they did. If they want to, they'd let me know. Nobody said that, but you know, Qatar has been very, very helpful to us in this process, and I think you'll find that. I think maybe the most influential, very influential, very strong. With Hamas, they're very strong, and Turkey's likewise been helpful. I mean, honestly, UAE, Saudi Arabia, everybody's been helpful. I just spoke today with the King of Jordan, and he's been terrific too. I can't think of any country that's been negative about this. This is why it should happen. I mean, everybody wants it to happen. And usually when everybody, including, I think, Hamas, and when they want it to happen, it's going to happen.
James Comey is being arraigned on Wednesday, obviously after his indictment. Are you worried that your own statements calling for his prosecution could help him actually in his defense of this case?
No, I think he's a crooked guy. He's a dirty cop. Comey, I think he's a dirty cop. He's recognized by many people to be a dirty cop and dishonest guy. So all I have to do is, I mean, I have nothing to do with the case. I just say,
but you
good
call
luck.
him Bondi to prosecute him and oppose
No, I don't call anybody. You know what? I'm allowed to do that if I wanted to do that. But Comey's a crooked guy. He has been for years. And he got caught. Look, he lied. This is just a simple case. He totally lied. And then he confirmed the lie on, I guess, numerous occasions, or at least one occasion. He confirmed the lie. He said, that's what I said, and I stand by it. And, you know, I mean, the guy, and he didn't say, to the best of my knowledge. He didn't say, well, I don't remember. He made a very definitive statement and a very important statement concerning him. And he got caught in an outright lie. And that's why a group of people, it wasn't me that voted, they voted to indict him. But he's a crooked guy, in my opinion, and we'll find out. The court's going to determine that in a little while, I guess, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to do some farm stuff this weekend. Yeah, please.
The Navy yesterday celebrating
it was unbelievable.
Their 250th. Can you talk about that? And as we get closer to America's 250th, you've initiated a prayer initiative as well.
Yeah.
Talk to me about both of those events and why they're so important, particularly the prayer initiative going forward to the...
Well, we have, and we're dealing, as you know, with all of the different, and not just evangelicals, Christians. We're dealing with lots of different faiths, religions, and I've felt for a long time that, you know, if a country doesn't have religion, doesn't have faith, doesn't have God, it's going to be very hard to be a good country. You know, there's no reason to be good. I want to be good because you want to prove to God that you're good, so you go to that next step, right? So that's very important to me. I think it's really very important. And yesterday was amazing. We went out. We went to the naval base, the largest in the world, actually, and I saw things that were incredible. The level of I don't want to use the word weapons, but they are weapons. Is the technology on these planes, on the carriers, on all of the different things that we saw. They gave us missile displays. They did the whole. I don't think they've mastered anything like it, but it was really impressive. And the talent of the pilots, where they can land. You know, the aircraft carriers look massive, but when you put them in the middle of like the Atlantic, or in this case, pretty far off the coast of Virginia. And it's sitting in a big ocean. And it was pretty calm yesterday, but it's still a little bit testy, right? Yeah. And you'd have these guys land right on a thing and come to a sudden screeching halt. And they're really something. They were taking off yesterday, and they look over, yes, sir. And then you see them, and you see them just get ripped back into the seat because the G-forces are so great. And actually, if you're not in great shape, because they were doing maneuvers that were incredible yesterday, and the admirals were explaining that if you're not in really good shape, you don't make it because you pass out. You know, these guys, and women. I met some women pilots that it's incredible what they're able to do. So we saw something that was great, and you saw the spirit, because we had for a couple of thousand. I think they had probably 22,000, largely sailors, all dressed in the most beautiful white. There wasn't a spot on any of those uniforms. I looked at them. It was just a wave of white, and it was a great crowd and great reception. So, getting back to a very important question that was asked, when you go back a year ago, people weren't joining the armed forces. They weren't joining the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, the Coast Guard, Air Force. If you look at, any of them, they weren't joining, Space Force. And now we're setting records, recruitment. And that goes for the police and fire. Now they want to be policemen, they want to be firemen. And firemen, people don't mention them, but they're incredible. I know so many of them, they're brave as hell. I wouldn't want to do it, tell you. But they weren't able to recruit. The police weren't able to recruit. And the military wasn't able to recruit. We were really off. And I got elected, and it really started on November 5th. I got elected, and somehow the country developed a spirit. Financially, yes, but also with the military. And now we have record levels of people wanting to be in. Every force is filled. We have waiting lists to get into the Marines, to the Army, to the Navy, to the Air Force. We have Coast Guard. We have waiting lists to get in. It's amazing, actually, what's happened. We have a country it was a dead country, and I say it all the time. We had a dead country 1 year ago. Now we have the hottest country anywhere in the world. And it's nice to see you. I've watched you for years on television, so it's nice to meet you. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Let's go. Thanks, guys. Thank you, guys. Thanks, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's head out. Thank you, guys.
Shit, dude.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's a windy day, too.
Windy day. One-handed scooter ride, but it was working.
Holy shit.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Tommy.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so we're going to wait here for a little bit and wait for Nick to come out, and we'll see what the verdict is. We believe that, so we're getting some honks of support right now. That's great. We believe that the charges are being dropped against Nick. That's what people said in the chat. I actually haven't had time to read any news reports or anything.
Thank you, Teresa.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm out early because
I left my shit.
I heard there was supposed to be possibly a encampment set up, but I'm not 100% sure of the location.
Laid my backpack
So I thought
on
I'd
the
come
sidewalk. Okay. We're about 10 minutes from the ICE facility. This is more traditional downtown Portland. You got those skyscrapers and stuff down here.
Let's go.
We got the American flag blowing in the wind. One solitary person, you know, standing up. One patriot, it's all it takes. For some context of why this is important and why it was gross what happened. Antifa's been camped out down there at the ICE facility for 3 months, basically terrorizing low-income housing, blocking sidewalks from the elderly and the disabled, assaulting journalists multiple times, threatening to kill people, attacking people's property, stealing things, burning flags, attacking Tommy's car, busted all the windows out. There's a laundry list of not good things that's been going on at the ICE facility. But the mayor, the governor, the senators of Oregon, they say it's a peaceful town. They said nothing's going on here. And the only people that seem to be getting arrested on the right side, that'd be Tommy and that'd be Nick. Well,
or the Oregon flag, or the California flag, or any state flag, not some rainbow flag, not some ideology.
Down there we saw trans flags, we saw Palestine flags.
Yes, everything but American. They
Russia.
were burning the American flags.
Yes.
They were flying all these terrorist flags and gay flags and all this other stuff and burning American flags.
What is that?
That's not okay.
Why does the local government say it's peaceful and, you know?
Because they have an agenda. They have an agenda and they want us to believe that it's peaceful when we all know it's not. I've been attacked multiple times and had to defend myself, and I went to jail. It's not peaceful.
Yeah, we've been down there together a few nights and we've seen a couple arrests and it's all on our side.
Yeah, all on our side. Well, they did one last night, but he got right back out. I mean...
What was he arrested for, do you know?
Because he ran up on me and was bumping my chest and yelling in my face right in front of the cops.
Was that the short guy?
Yeah, the little short black dude, yeah.
He's very aggressive.
Very aggressive. Very mentally ill.
Very angry.
Yeah, they all are angry. They're all angry. They got hate in their hearts. That's it. They hate America. They hate Donald Trump so much that they want to take handfuls of Tylenol while they're pregnant just to spite them. They risk their child's health just to spite Trump. That's how much hate they have in their hearts. It's unreal. Risk your child's health because you hate the president. Make it make sense.
What do you think it's going to take to change things down there?
The feds, Donald Trump saying, fuck it, send them anyways. We need them. It's the only thing that's going to stop them. Or more patriots going out there every single night and showing them that they are the minority. We are the majority. This is America. Yep. I'll say it all day, every day. Proudly.
Man, you look so cool with the wind. Thank you, Tommy. All right, so we're gonna just chill, give it a little time. I think Nick's hearing was at 2 p.m. and it's just now 2:03. We're gonna let Tommy take a break so he doesn't have to interview the whole time. This is Multnomah County. They do fly the flag here. That way you'll see the flag being burned. I don't know if cameras are allowed in the courtroom. I probably shouldn't try to go in with a camera. Maybe I could go look though, see if it says anything. I'm gonna see if you can film in here. Watch my helmet. We're gonna see if we can go inside.
Or specialized dockets such as child support, NCJRP,
death, start court, domestic violence court, mental health court, interstate contact court.
Check.
So I think I'm gonna have to put my phone in the security. Let me see what they say.
Okay, you can hear me.
Hello. Are you allowed to film in here? I'll go back outside. Thank you. Sounds like you can't film in here, so I'm gonna turn around, go back out.
Yeah. I mean, you can with court administration because that's our stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm live, so I'll just go back out.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a good night. Yeah, you can't film in here, so just not gonna do that. Wait. This is the court.
We're with the press.
Nick's in there somewhere.
Oh, we didn't ask the press, no.
Was that?
We didn't ask, no.
No, you have no.
I didn't know what they're doing, okay. Okay.
You have to delete the video.
What's that?
They said you need prior approval to film.
What's that?
Yep. All right. May have just ended the stream, I'm sorry. Maybe quiet for a minute, you know, I don't know how long this hearing's gonna take. We're just gonna wait for a minute. If it gets long, I'll end the stream and come back later. Okay, if you're just joining the stream, we're at the Multnomah County Courthouse. Nick Sortor is inside with a hearing from his arrest where he was charged with, I believe, assault 4. And then the word is that they've dropped the charges, so this hearing is probably just, you know, to check the box and get the paperwork. And that's why I'm here, is wait for Nick to come out and see what happened. Down at ICE, it was pretty uneventful, except for them trying to, you know,
Senora, sorry.
getting antagonized by Tommy. I talked to a couple of old hippies, and that was pretty much it. Matt and the team had bought a bunch of supplies to set up a Patriots camp. Like
so
literally what
technically, I guess,
Antifa's doing. The point being
domestic terrorists across
to make
the street
a point
over here
to the public
attacking
that
the federal
Portland
building
police
here.
are probably going to selectively allow the Antifa camp
so
to
in a
stay,
sense,
but
that
not the
tends to
Patriot
be
camp.
true.
So they've already bought a bunch
little
of stuff
distress at that point
to
there by
start
having
doing
that flag up there.
And
to the degree where they
started
put
a
some pepper
fund
balls
to
into the
collect
air
funds
and
for
see what
Tommy
happens.
as well, so we can get him a new car. If you haven't already, go follow Matt and repost his post so we can get people down here and get people involved. It's good. It takes a story to tell a story, right? It takes a narrative. Right now, the narrative is that
Lisa.
This is peaceful.
Nick
There's no such thing as Antifa. These are people who are
sidewalk.
protesting the big bad ICE who's
sidewalk. Is that what we're talking about? When
you know, being cruel to people.
There?
That's the story that's being told here.
What was going on there?
And
wasn't
in the media.
touching anything. Was just simply walking by. Video.
The White House today at the press briefing was saying that story is not correct. What the media is saying isn't correct. What's correct is being reported on X by independent journalists who don't have a vested interest in protecting these people.
Not touching anything does not mean that they're...
So to get our story out, to get the truth out, you need a counter narrative to what's being told. That counter narrative can be
This is the sidewalk, okay? This is the sidewalk.
The Patriot camp.
Gentleman's over here.
So I think what Matt has streamed up here is really pretty brilliant, and if it comes to fruition, it could change things. So that's why it's important. That's why I think you should share what he posted and get people down here. If you're local, go ahead and make a plan to come down after work, 7 p.m.
Isn't that kind of nice? I'm just
the ICE facility, South Waterfront on Macadam.
Somebody gets agitated.
Let's change the narrative. Let's tell the story that needs to be told. Let's tell the truth.
Is it? No,
so hopefully we can get some support out here.
That's what it means I usually get in the chat.
For now.
Sorry, Lisa, if I was rude or anything like that. I didn't mean to be rude. Just
a sunny day in Portland.
Information.
Sunny, windy day.
You heard the guy earlier and everything. Trying to get people fired up or something like that, repeating 4 words over and over. Does that agitate people on the right? Yeah, but not to the point where we're going to go out there and try to stop this free speech or anything like that.
You know, if it was just a calm protest, I would be telling you all that. Wouldn't have a problem sharing that. And you would see it on the feed. But
Portland, like,
that's not what's going on.
We're
so
sorry.
I can't tell
sorry for that, but are you sorry for
that
this?
story that they're telling. It's not
Then
true.
are you sorry for that? No, you're not sorry for this other thing. What do you do to this person? What do you do? Are you sorry for that? See how this kind of cycle keeps going? Basically, when you keep saying you're sorry.
There's one side that thinks that you voice your opinion. If you carry an American flag in Portland, you deserve to be shot in the neck. And at least you deserve to have your car windows broken out, every one of them.
What more?
Broken out, every one of them. And that's what we're being told is peace. And you know, normal protest here.
Texas, if they would be, yes. Yeah, the people over here in this building here,
we do a little trolling. It's called we do a little trolling.
But unfortunately, he's probably not getting a whole lot of new tenants in that building right now because nobody wants to come down here and
we do a little trolling. It's called we do a little trolling.
So he can sort of pay his property taxes because of the people over here that make a lot of noise at night and do other things. And the vandalism and things like that. That's what happens there.
Oh damn, my battery's about to die. So let's do this. Let's end the stream. I need to charge my phone. I'm at 3% and I will come back online in just a bit. Nick should be coming out any minute. Stay subscribed. I'll be back live in just a moment.
Doing the pepper bowl things and things like that. They'll say something like that. But where the news won't tell you is that same person, like they said, I don't like it blasting this radio and everything, making noise, and the homeless type behavior across the street. And they won't mention that kind of stuff in the news. The news has a narrative, mainstream media narrative that they give. You guys like that music in the background? Better than the other music we were hearing earlier.
We are live at the Multnomah County Courthouse in downtown Portland. Nick Sortor is here for a hearing on his arrest at the Antifa camp in
Thank you so much.
the ICE facility in
You guys are
downtown
very
Portland.
helpful with your information.
We do a little trolling. It's called We Do a Little Trolling.
The man, the myth, the legend.
I'm telling you guys, I suggest you guys also hit the like button, but I'm also very curious about it.
You're live.
Like, hey, we're just curious.
What's
about
going
how
on
many likes
today?
there are.
Solid like
I got for freedom.
So we just got here. We've already got a couple people yelling support in Portland.
Some trigger Democrats too, that's for sure.
Yeah.
People say nice things in the chat. 340 likes. Thank you. I can't say your name there, but that tricky name to say in the chat there. It says 340 likes. I appreciate it. Wait, 269. Somebody needs a rooster. There's a refresh button there at the top left corner of your Google page. Hit that button and then let me know if it still says 269 on there. Somebody says 340, so 269. So I'm going to assume it's 344 sounds like a better number. Hopefully that number keeps going a little bit more, but since there are 439 people supposedly watching, besides the robots out there, sounds like a good number to have. Oh, here's another good question here. This last time we'll troll for a little while. If you're a new subscriber, put a 1 in the chat. If you're an old subscriber, put a 2 in the chat. And if you've also subscribed to the channel or joined the channel, whatever, put a 3 in the chat. Okay. What did I say? One was a new subscriber. Okay, put a new subscriber. 1. Old subscribers. 2. If you're a new person if you hit that $2 or $3 little join button, put a 3 in the chat. I like all the numbers, but I prefer the number 3 of those numbers there. But I still like the 1s and the 2s. 2, yeah. Angel Heart's been around. 1, oh, I got some new subscribers. Thank you, Paul Styles, Mama, and that's the channel. Kenneth Jensen, oh, number 1 new subscriber. Oh, I like it when I see the 1s in the chat.
We do a little trolling. It's called we do a little trolling.
Your Honor, is it sort of the normal course that remaining over here?
Yes.
I'm about to start walking back. Take my steps. Thank you, Your Honor. We're asking for one more opportunity to appear out of custody on these cases. I do understand that this is a no contact order violation. Allegation is the second in a short period of time. However, Mr. Lovely reports that he does have a place that he can go, and if Your Honor is inclined to grant another opportunity to appear out of custody, we would ask that he's able to go to Washington. He has a stable place where he can stay in Vancouver, so we would ask just for the ability to go to Vancouver, as he does have a stable place where he can go with a friend named Isaiah, where he can come and go throughout the pendency of this case. It does appear that there was actually, yes. So I would note that Mr. Lovely has been experiencing a bit of, well, he's been kind of couch surfing, but there is a stable place that he can go. He's not currently working, but he is from the Portland area. He was born and raised here. I would also note that I would just note that outside of these two cases, Mr. Lovely does have a very limited history, and I don't believe that there are any one FTA that I think the larger concern is obviously ability to comply with conditions of release, but we are asking for one more.
All right, so Mr. Lovely, you and I talked not very long ago, just about 10 days ago, about the conditions you would be required to follow if you wanted to remain out of custody pending resolution of these cases. The allegation before me today is that you've not complied with the requirements that were ordered in one of your other cases, which has led to you being charged with additional crimes today, or an additional crime today. Under those circumstances, I am persuaded that security is appropriate under these conditions. Setting security in the amount of $2,500 in this case, Mr. Lovely, I find that that is the amount reasonably necessary to ensure your appearance at future court dates and compliance with court instructions. If you are able to make bail, you will be required to report for pretrial monitoring level 3 within 24 hours of your release, whenever that happens to be. Then you have to stay in contact with those folks according to the schedule that they give you. GPS will be mandatory. We'll get you scheduled for future court date. Get you good contact information for your attorney, Ms. Sorrell. What is the state's position on travel to Washington if Mr. Lovely is able to make bail?
No objection, Your Honor.
The court will grant you permission to reside in the state of Washington while the case is pending, but you have to make your future court dates in person at the Multnomah Central Courthouse and comply with any release conditions. Are
Sir, your next court date will be for pretrial conference on October 24th at 8 in the morning on the DB VRO docket at the Central Courthouse.
We'll fax over this paperwork to you, Mr. Lovely. You are welcome to stand up and leave that room, and deputies will get you a copy of your future court dates.
Mr. Lilly, just make sure that you're in good contact with your attorney, okay?
Let me just make sure you're in good contact with your attorney. Just hand you that. Your Honor, the next item on the docket will be page 8, line 3, last of Baker, first of Frederick.
I've heard it's not a big last time, but this one out.
Baker.
Good afternoon, Mr. Baker. My name is Judge Lees. We have you here today for arraignment on a misdemeanor criminal charge. If you just a moment to talk to the defense attorney here in the courtroom, what is the state's position on release in Mr. Baker's case?
We're just asking for no contact with Brian Thornton.
Thank you. Did find probable cause in this case.
And for the record, Your Honor, actually, there is a post-prison supervision hold.
Thank you.
Did you get the call? Yeah. Thank you. Mr. Baker, is there a phone right next to you that's ringing?
You can go ahead and pick up that telephone, Mr. Baker. You can pick up that telephone if it's ringing, Mr. Baker. That phone call is for you.
Hello?
I'm going to have to hang up and try again.
Hello, Mr. Baker? Hey, my name is Michael Shapiro. I'm looking at the courtroom and figured out that he was here. Can you hear me okay? So I have in front of me a document. The state is charging me. I want to talk about the
Great World Life, how are you doing? Nice to see you, nice to see you. There's a honk. That's a good honk. Quality honks, quality honks. Let's see, how many honks are they going to get here? Are they going to get... Are those happy honks, you think, that they like him or not? GMC maybe. If Ford or Chevy, there probably would be angry honks at the protesters. These kind of hybrid type cars, you know, they're happy that the Antifa types are over there, you know, but anybody else, not too happy. Okay, I gotta think some Mercado. Yeah. I don't call it names directly, but behaves like a homie, says things like a homie. There was one thing the other day, somebody clipped it out, it was ridiculous. When he was talking about Katie, They were standing up
waive
there
for the United States rights
and
to maintain
said
all
something
rights
like
under
that.
federal and state constitutions,
For both sides.
including the right, but you have to remain anonymous for us, is your name spelled F-R-E-B-R-I-C-K, middle name A-R-N-E-Z, and then last name Baker, B-A-K-E-R, Okay, cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna acknowledge that I've received this charging document, which is formally charging public harassment.
We'll get you a copy of that when you leave that room. If you are making your court date, be appointed counsel relatively quickly. If you're not making your court dates, it's almost a guarantee that a warrant will go out. Only condition besides making your future court dates is that you have no contact with the alleged victim in the case. His name is Ryan Thornton. No contact means exactly what it sounds like. Can't be face to face with that individual, talk to him on the phone, by text, social media, or email, or even ask third parties to contact him on your behalf.
All right, sir, your next court date will be for further proceedings, November 3rd at 9 a.m. D1 for completion of attorney paperwork.
Thank you.
enforce that remaining over here for each portion.
Yes.
So I'm about to start walking back. Take my steps. Thank you, Your Honor. We're asking for one more opportunity to appear out of custody on these cases. I do understand that this is a no contact order violation. Allegation is the second in a short period of time. However, Mr. Lovely reports that he does have a place that he can go, and if Your Honor is inclined to grant another opportunity to appear out of custody, we would ask that he's able to go to Washington. He has a stable place where he can stay in Vancouver, so we would ask just for the ability to go to Vancouver, as he does have a stable place where he can go with a friend named Isaiah, where he can come and go throughout the pendency of this case. It does
Support him.
Actually, yes. So I would note that Mr. Lovely has been experiencing a bit of, well, he's been kind of couch surfing, but there is a stable place that he can go. He's not currently working, but he is from the Portland area. He was born and raised here. I would also note that
We do a little trolling. It's called we do a little trolling.
Damn, it's kicking. You guys are probably getting so much wind. Look at that. Sound of freedom. Yeah, I think I'll be able to do it horizontally once I get my tripod that's solid, that don't like move around a bunch. I don't really, that gimbal, it moves a lot. Like, and I have to keep moving the little joystick to get it to go the direction I want. So once my tripod gets here, then we'll start doing horizontal. It'll be a lot better. But I tried earlier, and for some reason, the screen, Trigger Democrat just drove by crying. Yeah, but it like flips all the way upside down, and then everybody's upside down. It's hella weird. I think X should probably try to fix that. We should be able to start one way and end up another without it flipping out. I think that one is right here on the other side of her. I'm probably gonna, I just wanted to go live for a minute and let you guys know that we're out here supporting, waiting for Nick to get out here. But I'm gonna end it until he comes out, or until I see him about to come out, and then I'll hurry up and start it to save my battery. And I'll turn the comments back on, because this is so much funner with the comments. I love being able to see what you guys got to say and take advice and show the love, you know? I love you guys. 1K within 10 minutes is insanity. Oh man, I love you guys. I'll see you shortly.
He's like, made sure he's kind of past the trouble before he said it. Nice to see that. Nice to see that. Oh, yeah. Not a whole lot else going on. Let's see how my battery's doing here. It's 3 o'clock. Shade around here, man. No shade. Somebody's smoking something nearby. Stay away from the smoky smell. Yes, it's the marijuana. I smell the marijuana. The grass. What are other names for marijuana?
We do a little trolling. It's called we do a little trolling.
Somebody in the chat probably knows the names for marijuana. You're AOC? How are you AOC? I thought she was in Washington, D.C. I didn't know you were AOC. How you doing, AOC, in the chat? Nice to see you. Hopefully you're behaving yourselves. Have you talked to the Alex Stein guy? I guess he likes big booty people like you. Hopefully he doesn't run into you, you know. He wouldn't want you to be offended by a compliment or something like that. Grass, yeah, I heard grass is another one. No, BCP was down here the other day. He's not down here right now. I think he had to go back to... to put his channel in the chat there. Follow. He was doing his thing the other day. It's nice that at least they believe in flagways. Remember back in the day they kind of used to give us a hard time about doing flagways. Like, what's the purpose of a flag wave? That's basically what these guys are doing here, is a sine wave. Or like, can we get people to clap for us? Can we get people to clap for us? Feel sorry for us?
Down.
At least they understand what a flag wave is now. But where's their pride flags? Where's their BLM flags, guys? Come on. But of course, why would they have a BLM flag when they're trying to protect illegal immigrants? Those two things are total contradictories. Why am I saying a BLM flag and protecting illegal immigrants are two contradictory things? Anybody in the chat know why I'm sort of saying that? Because it's black people typically are on the kind of lower end of the spectrum. Now, basically, what happens when wages go down? What happens to the amount of money that the lower tier people, whites, blacks, everybody, yep, what happens to them people? Yep. Now, Black Lives Matter, you know, supposedly, right? Black Lives Matter.
Healthcare and healthcare for the last several weeks.
Doing a good job.
Republicans initially claimed that Democrats were not serious. We are very serious about the issue of improving the quality of life of the American people, about canceling the cuts, lowering the costs, and saving healthcare. Very serious about it. And we've made that clear from the beginning. And now it appears that President Trump, the administration, even House Republicans, including Marjorie Taylor Greene, acknowledge that this isn't a fake issue, that we actually need to deal with the health care of the American people, the skyrocketing health insurance costs, the fact that Republicans have broken our health care system, including the largest cut to Medicaid in American history, and they did it so they could reward their billionaire donors with massive tax breaks. By the way, Republicans enacted permanent tax breaks for the wealthy, the well-off, and the well-connected in the United States of America. Permanent tax breaks. And now the nerve of these people to say to us that we don't have the time or inclination to address the Affordable Care Act tax credits for working-class Americans and can't be bothered to extend them at all. And certainly have taken a position that there's no circumstance where we will extend them permanently. This is because Republicans have very different priorities than we do. And our priorities as Democrats, House Democrats and Senate Democrats, will continue to be standing up for working class Americans, middle class Americans, and everyday Americans who need us to fight for their health care. And we're in this fight until we win this fight on their behalf. Thank you all.
Over an hour? An hour? Just over an hour? Okay, so not too long. Okay. Double checking.
We do a little trolling. It's called We Do a Little Trolling.
Let me know if you guys are on your Twitters out there. Let me know how the Nick Sortor thing is going out or whatever. So make sure you follow his Twitter. He'll tell you what's going on in the court case evidently right now. I didn't know he was in court today. Mods do what? It's okay to have a few trolls in the chat here and there. I don't mind a few trolls. I don't want to be overpowered by trolls, but figure with 400 and some people in here, the rest of you guys can kind of have a nice civil conversation with any trolls that have silly things to say. Snooks, quit hiding, people. Come on, Snooks. I know you're being sneaky like that. Quit hiding, people. I'm just kidding. This is Portland, guys. This is the Portland area. There's the ice building. 501 people watching. You guys are insane out there. Insane with a membrane. Again, like I say, not that I'm grifting, but if you do want to see this guy do a dance or whatever, you can help out with the gas money, okay? Hey, we're just walking by. It's pretty chill here. Oh, hey, Noblian. How you doing? Nice to see you, Noblian. How you doing? Did I pronounce that right? I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. I hope I did. If you're restreaming me, thank you so much. I'll have somebody in my channel shout your channel out there. You put their channel in the chat. I'll have my mods put in the chat, and good restreamers will do the same thing, of course, with my channel. And I'll say, stay with my channel for now, and then later on, if you see Mr. Bill or Noblion go live, you'll go check out their channel. I'm assuming Noblion leans right, or he's just putting up a screen or something like that, but anyway. It reminds me of the crazy days of 2020, 2021, when I was like live streaming and I didn't even know there were these things called restreamers out there. The longest time until I got banned and like, oh, people actually watched me and restreamed my event. Portland Andy and such. Freight Breaker Live and other guys like that. Make sure somebody shouted out that.
We're all good. So far, so.
She's like, what? No, why? You're just acting like you're fucking autistic.
Okay, I want to look at this clip.
Wait, like I said, tell everybody you're okay.
We're all good. So far, so good.
So the lawyer spoke. There wasn't anything to see. We all jumped back in the rig. We're heading back towards wherever we're going to go.
We did an interview with
Matt Tardio saved the day and the CB walked off. That's what happened.
Yeah, Green Berets are still pumping themselves for another ribbon. So,
actually, we do the opposite.
I don't know what that's it. All right, guys. Nick's out. He's been acquitted. Free Nick. Honey Badger Mom's up in here. Say hi, America. One for the Patriots. We're going back to our operation.
Opsend, man.
Option for free Portland. So everybody stay tuned, hit the notifications. We're going out between Matt Tardio, Nick, Honey Badger Mom, everybody. We're going to be doing everything we can to get as much information out there. So we're out of court.
Uh-oh! Looks like the cops made a bad arrest.
I hope
Imagine that. When America sees it, all of a sudden, Portland police are on the scene.
Is it working? Is it working? Is it working? Did that work? Did it work, guys? You guys hear the music? Officer Tatum's awesome. You bet he's awesome. Good channels. Who else you guys like to follow out there? Officer Tatum. Andy's, Portland Andy's awesome. Who are some other people you guys like, your news and influencers, things like that you like to watch out there? Nick Sortor on Twitter. Shout out your favorite type people you like to watch here.
That was such a... I knew.
Lefty or whatever if you want to also. Not a big fan of the Young Turks, but some people like to watch the Young Turks. The Anna person on Young Turks is starting to wake up a little bit. And with Pierce Morgan starting to realize being left-leaning is not exactly smart to do. Vote red. No, definitely don't vote, be a typical Portlander and vote blue no matter who, right? Great to see you too, Marianne. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. I'm sure Marianne was a smart girl and hit that subscribe button as soon as she saw me out there. Marianne, thank you so much. Newsception, they call this a newsception. When two news agencies run into each other, they call it a newsception. They have nothing to do out here. That's what the reason they come out here earlier in the day like this, so they can say that there's nothing happening. There's no reason to send the National Guard out here. It's totally normal to be out here these times a day. And Mr. Bill also here, he wants you to hit the notification bell. It's underneath his head. Hit that notification bell over there. Make sure you hit all live notifications, okay? That's what Mr. Bill wants. I'm not grifting. That's what this guy here wants.
House down on 3rd for Nick.
Oh, Human Dilemma, yeah. Human Dilemma's okay. Starting back in the day, we had some altercations with them. They're kind of acting kind of bad, but I think they understand what free speech is now. So, yeah, Human Dilemma's getting better.
Store here, a normal store.
Yeah. Tell me he was out of jail. He was here a little while ago.
Sorry. My apologies.
Go back to the other side. I follow the rules. I use the crosswalk. I don't jaywalk. When was the last time you guys jaywalked in the chat? You guys jaywalked recently? Anybody? Jaywalk City? Imagine a teenager acting like that. Today you jaywalked? Really? Where were you jaywalking? And why do they call it jaywalk? Hey, B, I don't need a B on my finger. B on my finger? No. It's an Antifa B. And an Antifa B on my finger. Nah, it's not live here. No.
We do a little trolling. It's called we do a little trolling.
We need to get away from the television. Thank you. Guys, I appreciate that. Hey, if you guys, there's another thing. You guys pop in Portland Andy, put a 1 in the chat. Pop in from Portland Andy, put a 1 in the chat. W for Portland Andy.
Go through the rabbit hole, the more wars you're gonna see. Well, here's the problem. We gotta get organized. Tiny old plan. We gotta get organized. Tiny old plan. I mean,
People say I might be drifting by sort of keeping the chat busy or something like that. That's not what I'm doing. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm just simply keeping you guys involved. I'm not drifting. Not drifting. Oh, it was so sad. I'm sure what he said besides that. You don't want to watch him eat? Oh, is he live eating? Okay. I was wondering if he was going to be live doing that too. When I'm streaming or whatever, at home, from home or whatever, if you had the notification live, you'll see me stream from home tonight probably. But anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah. I'll let you see me drink live, but I'm not going to let you see me eat live. That's not good. You know, keep the camera, turn the camera off, turn it around when the person's eating. What, you think that's good, or do you guys like it when your streamers eat in front of you? 1 for don't eat in front of me, 2 for go ahead and eat in front of me as a streamer. I'm assuming you guys are going to all have 1s. You can put a 2 in there if you don't mind if a streamer eats in front of you. I can understand if you're there to sort of do a judge the food or something like that, or you're doing a travel thing or something like that, maybe do a little bit of that and show your reaction to the food you're eating. But if it's not kind of food related content, I don't suggest people sort of seeing you eat the food, you know. Goofy likes to see people eat the food, huh? That's crazy. She always likes to cheat at Connect 4 too. That's what Goofy does. She's a good player, but when she loses, she does this, starts to lose, she finds ways to cheat. I never cheat at Connect 4, okay? Goofy in the chat there, she'll say that Mr. Bill always cheats at Connect 4. This is called fake news, okay? Fake news about Mr. Bill cheating at Connect 4. I do not know how to cheat whatsoever. So if I did not have trouble knowing how to cheat, I learned it from her. Hey, Martin Gingrich, thank you for that $2 donation there. So, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. W for Martin, W's for Martin. I appreciate it. I know. Okay. I'm gonna hit the mute button here, guys, for a second. I'm gonna talk to Mr. Bill about something, okay? Mr. Bill, okay, they're not listening now. You gotta tell them that I'm actually grifting by not grifting, okay? Okay? I don't want them to know that, okay? But that's what I'm doing. I'm actually grifting by not grifting, okay? That they think that I'm not grifting and that I don't have money or something like that, so silly things like that. So, you see what I'm saying? Okay. Okay, just tell them that Mr. Bill is not grifting, okay? So make sure they understand that, okay? Okay. Okay. Let me turn the mute button off now.
We do a little trolling. It's called